Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Open Metaverse Podcast. I'm David Ching, Director of Investment and Strategic Partnership at Animoca Brands. Today at the podcast, we have a very special and very interesting guest as well, Sam, Chairman of Kaia Foundation. Welcome, Sam, to our podcast.
Thank you, David. Thank you for having me today. It's a great, my pleasure to be here and as a guest of Animal Cross podcast.
Great. Yeah. So, for those who don't know Sam, maybe Sam, you can introduce a bit about yourselves, how you become your position today at Kaya, so people can know more a bit about you.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sam, but I'm currently the chairman at Kaia Foundation. But originally, before Kaia Foundation, I was leading the Clayton Foundation. So I joined blockchain or crypto in 2018. Actually, as a core protocol engineer, I joined the Clayton team as a research engineer or a core protocol engineer, and then that was my beginning for crypto or blockchain. And then since then, I became the team leader and the CTO. And since 2023, actually, I have been leading the entire team. But my background, as I mentioned, I was the engineer. So my background is about technology, especially computer science in high performance computing. And then because of my background, I'm pretty familiar with technology, but also very interested in different areas of blockchain, like economics and governance and so on. So it's really pleasure to be here again. That's my brief background. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I mean, it's always great to have chairman or founders that have a technical background, right? Because they understand the technical aspects of things as well as the community side of things. So I think it's a great foundation for Kaya to become successful. So Sam, why don't you share maybe one interesting fact about yourself outside of your professional life?
Okay. Actually, my dream was, even I was a student as a computer science engineer or computer science students, the personal career goal was to have my own company, my own business. But uh, but I tried once before I was a PhD student, with my professor and with my colleagues, but it was not the successful from my perspective. But the company is still doing its business, and but after that uh, I studied more on computer science and my technology area, and then uh, uh, but s- but my friend actually interested me about this blockchain and cryptos, and and I led the Bitcoin, the Satoshi paper, and I actually really was fascinated about this blockchain, and then that was the kind of the beginning of my journey on crypto, and and so this is also very related to my the personal career path and my history that I mentioned previously, but uh, it was kind of very interesting one, but because my background was technology and computer science, and then this blockchain, although blockchain has different aspect apart from technology, but this the combination of technology and other the areas like a game theory and economics and the governance and so on. These things actually made me very fascinated about working on this blockchain. So, yeah, my life is really mixed with this crypto and blockchain these days. So, I think that's the thing that I wanna talk about myself. Yeah.
Wow, it's great. I think, yeah, you are basically completely embracing, right? Like, the technology and also, the community of Web3 so that, I think it's very important to, enjoy what you do as well. So I can definitely feel that, from your sharing, right? So let's dive into Kaya, right? Because for our audience here, I think some of them might not, have a very deep understanding about Kaya. So why don't you, give us a brief background about, the blockchain and, what's it about?
Okay, so Kaia is a layer one blockchain. Technically, it's an EVM compatible chain, but historically, it has very long history. Although Kaia chain itself is a quite new and brand new blockchain, layer one blockchain, and it was started last year. But historically, the Kaia was born by merging two previous chains, Clayton and Finshare, respectively. Clayton and Finshare were started by two the messenger or super app companies in South Korea and in Japan. Specifically, they are Kakao and Line. So Kakao started Clayton for their Web3 business, and the Line started Finshare for their own Web3 business as well. So, but two teams were kind of competing each other, and also, but interestingly, the goals of the previous chains were the same. So they wanted achieve the mass adoption of Web3 or blockchain technology. So naturally, we reached an agreement of making a chain merge 2 years back, and then last year we processed the entire merge process, and then finally we launched the mainnet of Kaia blockchain last August. Yeah, so. In summary, the Kaia is aiming to bring massive users to this Web3, utilizing the existing the different channels like Line or Kakao in Asian regions. But ultimately, we want to achieve the mass adoption of this Web3 or blockchain technology.
Right. Actually, for those who for the audience who don't know, actually, Line it's one of the most popular super apps that we use in a lot of areas in Asia. So I think for us based in this part of the world is a very big thing. Actually, that have a blockchain that is fully integrated into such a big super app. So I think it's a great start. Um, so actually, I read that recently Kaia has become one of the most active EVM chains, right? After Base, actually. So that is a very big news as well, and great, amazing. So I would like to learn about how you guys go from achieving that, right, in such a relatively short period of time. Yeah.
So actually, since the merge last year, we have closely worked with the Line in terms of how we can onboard more Web2 users to this Web3, and how we can introduce different types of dApps to these users. So we conclude to have a kind of mini app or mini dApp environment inside the Line Messenger, and then as a part of that effort, actually we introduced the dApp portal, which is a kind of app store or app center of mini apps, mini dApps. We call it mini dApp to differentiate mini app, Web2 version of mini app. We introduced mini dApp portal inside the Line Messenger this January, and also we launched more than 30 mini dApps on the Line Messenger in January as well. So since then, we keep launching mini dApps, 3 to 5 mini dApps every week. And then because of these mini dApps, and also because of the Line's strong the user acquisition channel, so we were able to onboard millions of users during the last 3 months. Specifically, it was the number of users onboarded to this mini dApp environment is close to 10 million. And so this huge number of users actually created a lot of the transactions and on-chain activities. And of course, different mini dApps are trying to convert the Web2 users to Web3. And then, so this kind of conversion effort and different types of mini dApp, basically different contents, were key factors to increase the on-chain activities on Kaia. And apparently, the Kaia became the kind of number one EVM chain in terms of user activities. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So you talk about these mini dApps, right? So what kind of verticals or kind of genres of these mini dApps you are seeing more traction, and do you encourage for example games more now, or are you looking for also other types of mini dApps to come onto Kaya?
Yeah, so it's a good question. So Our mini dApp environment is actually open to any type of mini dApp, but in the beginning, there were a lot of game studios or game builders who were interested in launching their games, especially the casual games or mid-core games on our platform. So we have, the majority of our mini dApps that we have is games. So they are again casual games or the puzzle game or the mid-core games. So these very easy to play games are attracting a lot of users, and these users are spending money for games, and also they are connecting their wallets to these games, and they create a lot of new transactions. So game is at the moment the game is the biggest part in our the mini dApp landscape, but we are also trying to expand the different sectors as well as, for example, the financial sectors. So because the game is really the good content to onboard, to attract the users, so they can easily start playing something. Yeah. So I think the game is the really good the vertical that can easily accessed by users. But once once a lot of users are onboarded, they want to dig into more advanced features or more advanced applications. And we think the financial labs, especially DeFi applications, could be kind of next the area that can bring more users or retain users for this mini environment, and also Kaia Web3 environment. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that definitely makes sense because at Animoca we definitely understand the power of games,
Yes.
and it's one of the easiest way to and most natural way for users to try new things, right, and to adopt new ecosystem and new community. So I think it's a great start. So I understand that Kaya they also have some great innovations on the tech side, like some account abstraction and also some gas fee delegation. So could you talk a bit also about that?
Yes, actually, Kaya's technology was inherited from the Clayton. So Clayton was also EVM chain, but our technology is based. Although our technology is based on EVM technology, but we also have our unique features or distinct features that David mentioned, like account abstraction and the gas fee delegation. So with these features, actually, the builders can subsidize the gas fee from the users. For example, some games, they pay gas fee on behalf of users. So users can play the games and they can interact with Kaya blockchain, but they don't have to pay the gas fee because using our native gas fee delegation, the game teams, they generate a different, special type of transactions using this gas fee delegation feature. So that's one thing. And then with the account abstraction feature, the actually wireless and some games, they can have some flexibility of the private key management or the connection between private key and the address. So this can actually enhance the security of the key management and also the flexibility of the key management as well. So these two features have been existing since the Clayton era, but we keep improving our technology as well. So we apart from this feature, we are also currently implementing the custom gas fee feature. So the custom gas fee feature means that currently in most chains, the users pay the gas fee with the base token, the chain's base token. For example, on Kaya, the user pay the gas fee with Kaya token. But with the custom gas fee feature, the users would be able to pay the gas fee with their other tokens like a game token or stablecoin others. So this we believe that this will be enhancing the UX of the blockchain or the dApp, dApps significantly. Yeah, so this will be the next feature that we are developing, and this will be released in the next version of Kaya protocol. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I think, for relatively newer Web3 users, I think, custom gas fee token, I think would be very useful because yeah, it's much more convenient, right, to do transactions on chain. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that new feature. You mentioned about stablecoin just now. So I know that there's a major kind of stablecoin that is coming onto Kai as well. So can you share a bit of alpha
Yeah,
for us?
happily. Yeah, happily. The currently the Kaya chain doesn't have its own native stablecoin. Native stablecoin means the stablecoin that are issued as a kind of native token on the chain. But in Kaya ecosystem, we only have the stablecoin that came from other chains using the bridge. So they are kind of the wrapped stablecoins. So, but to enhance the DeFi ecosystem, the financial ecosystem on the chain, we thought that having a native stablecoin is the really key factor to enable that. So we have been talking to different the stablecoin issuers, and we finally made an agreement of onboarding the native stablecoin, the USDT from Tether. So this USDT will be onboarded very soon. So I no, it's gonna onboard it this month. So this month. So once the USDT is onboarded on Kaya, actually we are hoping that this will be enabling different DeFi protocols and also a lot of use cases. For example, the payment and the remittance and so on. So this will be kind of big milestone that we have been working so hard to achieve this. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think having a native kind of stable coin on board onto the blockchain, I think is massive. I think there has been a lot of blockchain that look for this type of opportunities as well, and I think it would really propel more adoption. So that's great. That's great. And I also heard that that you guys just announced kind of massive round of fundraise as well. So can you tell us more about that and how would that help to build the Kai ecosystem?
Yeah, sure. We recently announced that the Kaya and Kaya ecosystem was invested by the big funds from venture capitals over the world. So, for example, the blockchain capital from the US and 1KX from Europe, they were leading the investment on this round. So, but the reason behind that we did this the fundraising round was we wanted to expand to the regions beyond Asia, because as I introduced, Kaya was born by two Asian IT companies, Line and Kakao respectively, but and our user base is mostly in Asia, from East Asia to Southeast Asia, but the blockchain should be global and should be international. So we want to expand our the awareness and also our community and our builders to different, basically entire world. So but to get there quickly and to get there effectively, we wanted to have strong supporters or strong the builders in those regions, and that's the main reason that we did this fundraising round this time. And then luckily we were able to have big names like Blockchain Capital and 1KX, but we also have Asia based good VC partners as well. From we have more than 10. So we can share the details later, but really great to see having this kind of the investors or the venture capitals to our ecosystem. And then I'm really hoping that they can enhance our ecosystem and also enhance our the community and the builders to entire world.
Yeah. I think having that funding raised now actually is amazing because we are currently in kind of up and down. I call it the kangaroo market, right? So a lot of VCs that have been slow in deploying, but uh, securing such funding from massive VCs from all over the world. I think it's great. So great job, well done there. You mentioned about expanding the market to other regions of the world, right? I think that's very kind of important and big task as well because I guess you guys are huge in Asia, right? But uh, how do you plan to further grow outside of Asia? What plans are in there to help achieve that?
So basically, we want to, our approach or our strategy is to connect to users in our ecosystem or in our different channels, basically the Asian users, to the builders in the world. Because, of course, I mean, we'll be reaching out to the users in other regions, but at the moment, we have our user base mostly again in the Asia. So, but the builders is, yeah, in any country or in any region. So they want to build their applications, but they want to, if they want to target Asian users or the users that we are interacting, then we'll be happy to provide the builder program or builder support program for that. And so basically, again, our strategy is to connect the Asian users or our users and then the builders in the world. And to do that again, we need to have the supporters or some strong builders in those regions, so we can know each other and also we can have a place where again users and builders can meet. Yeah, so that's our strategy, and that's why we started with having ambassadors from the different regions, but after that we'll be starting building a builder community in those regions.
Wow. Okay. I think that's a great initiative. I think having both builders and users I think is important for any blockchain. And from the quality of the mini dApps that I see on Kai so far, I think you guys are doing a great job so far. So yeah, keep that coming. I also see that Line they have great user stickiness, right? Because there is something called the Line Points, and I recently heard that Line Points will be available to interact with Kaya. So how does that work, and how would that help with the growth of Kaya ecosystem?
Yeah. So the reason that we are utilizing line point, but by the way, the line point has nothing to do with Web3. It's not a token or it's not the blockchain based point. It's a purely the Web2 point. It's a database point, database based points. So, but the reason behind that we are utilizing this line point to onboard users is because the line has 200 about 200 million active users over the world, but their users are mostly Web2 users, I would say. So they are not that familiar with tokens or NFTs and this kind of the Web3 assets, but they are more familiar with Web2 version of this kind of digital assets like a line point, and they have been using line point to purchase stickers and to do the shopping online and offline. So utilizing this line point as a kind of the reward for these Web2 users, we think this could be a really great strategy to onboard Web2 users for them to get started with the mini dApps and other Web3 services. That's why we have been utilizing this line point as a user reward. But ultimately, the user reward, the line points, could be used inside the mini dApp or inside these Web3 services. So basically, we are connecting this Web2 assets and also Web3 environment. Yeah.
Wow. I think one of the big kind of unique points about Kaya is that you already have a large Web2 user base as well, right? So I think it's a great tool, and I mean a great way to onboard a lot of Web2 users onto Web3. And I think through the line points and other initiatives, I think it's a excellent way to onboard more users on the Web3, which we all want at Animoca as well. And I'm sure those who are watching in the Web3 world, I think that's a great long-term goal that we vision to happen. So into 2025, any major plans or milestone that Kaia want to achieve?
Yes, so our milestone or our plan is really connected to the mini dApp or this line collaboration with the line. So because we have to utilize this channel, this different channel. So again, we started with the games in our mini dApps, but we are expanding to the financial sectors by starting from the USDT introduction. But what we are targeting this year is to onboard or to at least to introduce different types of the Web3 finance products to a lot of Web2 users. So we'll be introducing kind of the stablecoin savings mini dApps on the Line Messenger. So by starting that, actually, the users can experience kind of Web3 the finance through their familiar interface. Yeah. So this is kind of our big milestone in the last of this year. But apart from this savings program, we'll be also introducing different types of financial apps as well. So ultimately, we want our goal, our the mission this year is to create a Web3 the super app environment where the users start from playing the Web3 games and then they earn tokens or other digital assets based on blockchain, and then they use those assets to investment and to manage or to buy something or to send their assets to their friends as well. So we want to create a single environment or a holistic environment where users do different types of Web3 activities. Yeah.
Wow, I think that's a great, amazing plan, and I'm sure there's a lot, to look for down the road for Kaia. Yeah, so very exciting. Before we wrap up, Sam, do you have any points or anything else you want to share with us?
Yeah, actually, we talked about today. I talked about mini dApps and the line and this the collaboration and also the connecting users and builders. But I think the important thing of achieving the mass adoption of Web3 is actually how many users can easily use this kind of the Web3 application. So Kaia is always thinking of how we can achieve this, and then the collaboration, the line or the mini dApps is some initiatives that we have been trying. But our goal and our journey would be really focusing on this goal. So we keep introducing different types of applications and different types of use cases. But again, our the core strengths or our core element in our ecosystem is always user, but we want to connect the builders to our users. Yeah, so that's the thing I want to emphasize again today. Yeah, thank you.
Right. So I think that's a great point to wrap up the podcast. So again, thank you so much everyone for joining our Open Metaverse Podcast, where we bring great projects and great founders to the podcast and share a bit about themselves and also the exciting plans of the projects. So thank you everyone again. I'm David from Animoca Brands, and thank you again Sam from Kaia Foundation. I'll see you guys next time.